Hey YouTube, it's your girl Cosmic Pearls Tarot, and I am back. So I'm going to put out another reading, alright? And we're going to tap into the energy and see what Spirit wants me to give to the collective at this moment. For whoever is going to be watching this video, whoever clicks on this video, alright? This is a timeless read. Alright, make sure you check out my other content, y'all. Got some good stuff. Don't miss out on it. But make sure you're also liking, alright, my content for the good energy exchange, okay? Get those likes up, okay? Alright. So, we're going to see what Spirit wants me to talk about. 44. I'm seeing 44. I'm seeing 55. There's going to be a lot of changes. A lot of changes within self, individually, collectively, raise the vibration. A lot of people are going to do things their way, stepping into their willpower. It's going to be a healthy my way or the highway type of a vibe, okay? If people can't get down with what you got going on, they are not for you. You've outgrown them. And it's not the fact that, you know, you outgrown them and now you're just a selfish person. It's the fact that they have the same chance and opportunity as you did, and they did not do what they needed to do in order to make those changes. So they have nobody to blame but themselves. It's an energy of what goes around comes around, as above so below, however you want to put it. This is what it is. And anybody who makes themselves an enemy to you, just know that they're an enemy to themselves. 22. Alright? As well as your enemies trying to make themselves an enemy and forgetting that they have enemies as well. So you better always be careful who you're playing with. Especially if they're a chosen individual. 222. Spirit said that's a bet. So someone was making a bet here. Alright, we're going to get into this. What's the message for the collective at this moment? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for protecting me and my energy as I tap into the energy for the collective. And thank you so much for protecting my lovely, lovely ascending collective as well. Allow each and every individual that watched this, allow them to receive the message clearly. Alright. What's going on here for the collective? What's going on for the collective? What's going on for the collective? Extremes. So 333. Yeah, that's exactly what I was feeling. I was picking up on as well. And I just did a reading about this abundance energy. So make sure you check that out. I literally just posted that. And it came up on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so with this extremes, I'm picking up on a lot of things. One, I'm picking up on this for 3 ways. One, there's an energy here where people are ascending, and if you're experiencing extreme like fluctuation in your body and things like that, you may be going through like ascension symptoms. 2, someone has the hots for you, okay? They have the hots for you, and you know, you make them very, and that's something that I picked up on in the read for abundance, where like your energy feels, you know, it makes people feel like they're on psychedelics. So there's an energy here where people tend to lose control when they're in your energy fields. You may experience people, you know, just acting weird, you know, 444, you know, that you I just heard, why are you being weird to me? So somebody is trying to figure out why you're being weird to them, or you were trying to figure out why somebody is being weird to you, and that is because when they're in your energy, they they can't help themselves. You make them sweat. This person may sweat a lot, you know, when they're in your energy and stuff like that. Or you can't even tell that this is what's happening. They palms, there's something about their hands. I just started scratching my hand. Their palms, they get sweaty and things like that. Or you could just be very nervous for the things that are about to take place in your life. Okay. What else? Something about the full moon here, y'all. I'm picking up on this full moon energy. Like I said in my last read, check that out. I'm gonna say it here again. If you are working on something, if you're working, so I'm hearing this goes on fire. Yeah, so you may be hot. You may be a hot commodity. A lot of people are gonna be coming to you. 555. There's about to be a lot of major changes in your life. Okay, just know that. Just know that you're a hot commodity at this moment in time, collective, and people are gonna be coming to you for multiple reasons. All right, so just discern the energies that are trying to come to you and why they're trying to come to you. Some people may just be trying to come and suck off your energy because they're energy vampires. You don't want to get stuck with an energy vampire because the simple fact that you'll give and give and give and give and you will never receive in return. And nobody wants to feel like that. So don't put yourself in those positions. And I've had to learn that myself. You know, I'm not, anything I speak on, I'm speaking from experience, you know. And I like to share my story because it helps me heal. It helps me heal to know that I've got through it, I went through, I healed through it, and now I can openly speak about it. It allows someone else to openly express their own, you know, things that they went through, okay? And you never know who you could be helping in these moments, you know, when it comes to just everything that everyone has went through. We've went through a very tough time as a collective together. You see what I'm saying? We went through a very tough time. These last 2 to 3 years have been very rough for people. And then, you know, a lot of people, it's about to get really real out here for a lot of people because of the simple fact of what they did with that time, you know, when everybody was supposed to be in hermit mode, going within, relationships were being tested, commitment was being tested, integrity was being tested, you know, all the morals, you know, values, all that was being tested. What are you living by? What's your moral code? Do you have that moral compass? Is it still working? Or you see what I'm saying? And a lot of people, you know, a lot of people, their moral compass, it may be a little cracked, but it's still there. It's still there. They still got it. But a lot of people don't have moral compasses anymore. You see what I'm saying? So, and that's not because along the way they gave it to somebody else. They gave their moral compass to somebody else, and they just haven't been able to get it back or find it within themselves to create a new one or create a new way of living, a new way of being. And that's what is going to continue to happen, you know? So you just got to, I'm picking up an energy here where you had to let a lot of people go, and this could have pissed a lot of people off, but that's not for you to worry about. Okay, make sure you know you're doing your protection rituals, whether that is an actual protection ritual for you, whether it's actually a protection ritual for you working with the full moon, whether that is your prayers. We all have our different methods. We all live differently. We all live differently, and you know, it's about accepting the way another person lives, the way another person lives their life. You see what I'm saying? You cannot judge people on the way that they choose to live their life, as long as they're not hurting anybody. You know, and that's what a lot of people have done within this time. You know, the ways that when people losing resources, people losing, you know, financial ways to provide for their family, you know, and then a lot of things have taken place, you know, and a lot of it became, if you were in an abusive relationship, I know for a fact that it became worse. If you were the only person providing for your family, or doing whatever you do, being that emotional support or whatever for your family, I know it became a lot worse. It became a lot worse until the point that you had to let go. And a lot of people are 111. A lot of people are still in this process of letting go. I can't sit here and say, it's just over for a lot of people. Like, oh no, it's over. No, I can't say that because I don't know one day that they may choose to change the way that they have been going about life. One day, one day. But a lot of people, no. A lot of people, no. You see what I'm saying? And you'll be able to tell those people. You will. You will. Especially if you're a hermit yourself. You've done a lot of self reflecting, a lot of soul searching, a lot of assessing. You've done a lot of it. And now you're in this energy where you can turn around and say, look, y'all, this is what I've discovered. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be the people close to you that you're gonna be able to tell this to. 1122. Unfortunately, you're not gonna be able to tell it to the people close to you. You can, but they're not gonna accept it right then. But it's always important to put it in a place where they can always go back to it. Because one day, that one day that I'm talking about that people are gonna have, that one day, that judgment day, when that judgment day comes, they're going to remember what you said. They're going to remember what you told them. They're going to remember. Alright, so with this extremes, I feel, yeah, a lot of people have been studying. A lot of people have been, just putting their hands in different, baskets. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people are in the judgment for the baskets that they put their hands in, because I'm picking up on an abuse of knowledge, an abuse, like abusing knowledge. People have been abusing the knowledge that they have been receiving, cutting corners. If you've done the work properly, and now you're in this energy that I did in that last read where you're going to be receiving your abundance, a lot of people are going to be pissed. A lot of people are going to be pissed. But like I said, they have nobody to blame but themselves. A lot of money rituals are going to be backfiring. You had to go without. You had to thug it out. You had to thug it out. You had to go without. And you're trying to figure out why the people that, ain't shit, have never done anything in their life worth receiving what they're receiving, and, like, you're just trying to figure it out. But just remember, the devil gives gifts too. The devil gives gifts too. So just because they were receiving it doesn't mean it was coming from the right place. That doesn't mean that they was getting it the right way. A lot of people are under judgment for this, for their own doings. And these people that are upset, they're trying to figure out, well, why do I have to? And that's the narcissist in them, the narcissist. And this part right here, 444, is mainly for the narcissist, is what I'm about to say. Because you got a whole book of shit that you done did. You have a whole book of shit that you done did. That water, you were supposed to drink that water and purify yourself to clear up this whole book of shit that you done did. Not only in this lifetime, but in past lifetimes. You were given the time, the opportunity, as everybody in the motherfucking world. Everybody. Only a certain few heard them trumpets. I remember when I remember when I was going through those moments like the world was about to end. I'm just like, y'all, the world is about to end, y'all. Like, the world is about to end. The world is about to end. Like, I was just going through those moments where I, I was going through judgment. I was going through judgment. My soul was under judgment. But it was in a way to get me on the right foot, to open me up to who I truly am, to, stop people pleasing, to, just get myself in order. Everybody felt it. Everybody felt it. Not everybody heard the trumpets, but everybody knew deep down what was going on. There is no motherfucking way nobody can say that they ain't know what was going on. I don't care what religion you are in. I don't care what you do for spirituality. I don't care what it is. Everybody had that moment. They had their chance. Now it's a time where people are coming out of, COVID and things like that. Coming out of, not of COVID, coming out of quarantine and things like that. What is quarantine? Quarantine is a purification. It is being left alone to purify you from that energy, that parasite, that dis-ease, that disease. That is what quarantine is. That's why they called it quarantine. To purify you. We all had this energy where we're being purified. Look, and then 3 and 4 goes to 7. And then look, 34 was on the clock. I'm telling you, the synchronizations. Let me see what the book says about extremes. We're gonna get into it. Alright, extremes. Learn how to handle, y'all. The way that I've been hitting before I even open these books is it's just a little like, oh my gosh, like this right here is my passion. This will never stop amazing me. It will never stop amazing me, ever. This is something that will keep me going, that will keep me on my toes, because it's just like, it will never stop amazing me. How on point I be. How on point me and spirit be. That's how I know I'm hearing, I'm feeling, I'm being. Learn how to handle crisis with calm and resistance. Seeking balance is superior to seeking extremes. There are better ways to handle conflict than rage and outrage. There may be someone who seeks to disrupt your business or life in some way. This too shall pass. What was I talking about? The people that had the time to get it together because they had this whole book of shit that they were supposed to get through. But they're gonna be mad at you for you going and reading your own motherfucking book. For you studying. For you just learning new things. Learning about where you come from. Learning about where you are. Learning about the sun, the moon, the stars, astrology, numerology. Whatever you decided you wanted to get into. A lot of people took They got into some shit all right. They got into some shit all right. I handle extremes with grace, yet I seek balance in all things. Most of us have experienced extremes of weather, boiling hot days, or the freezing of snow and ice. You certainly know you are alive. Being the sensation can be mm, because of this sensation can be so overwhelming or stressful on the body. The hot moon appears in the hottest time of the year, where the days were longest and the rains less frequent. Similarly, we can experience extremes in life. Death, job losses, relationship break. What was I just talking about? What was I just talking about? Oh my gosh. Deaths, job losses, relationship breakdowns, true fears, big conflicts, booms and busts. And yet, there is life. Our situation can change quickly for the better or for worse. I'm telling you, a lot of y'all life is about to change drastically, drastically. That one day that I was talking about, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. That's it. The hottest moon challenges us to build our resilience and reserves our wisdom and calm for those times where things are at their extreme. It reminds us to develop grace under pressure is worth its weight in gold, and that even these extremes in time will pass. Companion stone or metal is the sunstone. I just want to say congratulations to the ones that 2222 that have been able to master themselves. Congratulations, collective. Congratulations. 2233. Every time I do that, I feel like it's confirmation because it doesn't even feel like I'm like, I don't know, the spirit's just like, I don't know. You've been through a lot, collective. You fought through a lot. You've cried a lot. You've been through so much, and spirit sees it. You've been resilient. You've passed your test. You've dealt with the conflict. You dealt with the adversity. You dealt with, the people, the naysayers. You dealt with all of it. Dealing with it. Just know this too shall pass. Trouble do not last always. It do not. It doesn't. No matter how long you've been going through it, just know you show the Most High enough to know that you can get through anything. And just know it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. A lot of people get lost in the sauce. A lot of people get lost in the trauma. A lot of people get lost in the hurt. And they have to have someone to take it out on. Instead of looking at themselves for the shit that they have created for themselves. And even us, we had to see what we created for ourselves. Seeing the fact that we just allowed these people into our, and to get into our heart chakra. We allowed them to, tamper with our emotions. I'm not saying, you're never supposed to give these people emotion, but to what extent? You may be experiencing a lot of extreme situations right now, but what did I just say? This too shall pass. What did the book say? This too shall pass. A lot of people who have been playing with this dark magic, trying to make you uncomfortable purposefully because their life is shit. They thought it was shit. Just wait. Just wait. That's right around the corner too. Because they have not learned. They have not learned anything. All the books that they could have sat down and read, even if that was people who read the Bible, even if you was to just sit down and read the Bible, Psalms, if you was to just sit down and read Psalms, you would have found something that could have helped you, but they did not, and that is their fault. Place it back in their hands, collective. Wipe your hands with it, and you keep it pushing forward, because you have a job to do, collective. 555. You got changes that you need to make. We're not perfect. Healing never stops. These people are chasing perfection. When you stop and realize that you're perfect just the way you are, that's when life changes. That's when you change. That's when you stop expecting things. That's when you stop expecting things from other people. When you ask the Most High for something, you know the Most High is going to come through and deliver on it. Or if you don't, take it like that, then you are the universe and the universe is you. It's all about the law of attraction. What you put out is what you get back. Congratulations, collective, because you're about to get back everything that was taken from you times 10. Namaste.